Hello, good afternoon and welcome to Teleislas News with the most important news of the day. The Secretariat of Mobility continues with the development of legal and verification processes to start as soon as possible the implementation of the yard law on the island.
Hello Lisa and all the TV viewers, and while the Secretary of Mobility provided a report on how the implementation of the Go Yard will assist to verify the state of those immobilized vehicles that have more than a year in the parking lots of the island.
En estos momentos nos encontramos haciendo.
At this moment, we are making visits to the yards with our assigned personnel, where we have started an inventory together with the administrators of the parking lots to have the figures of how many vehicles rest in the places and to which once the yard law will be applied, for which we have constituted a legal team to carry out this work to satisfaction.
Okay, and complementing the information, the official gave more details about how the process of implementing the Go Yard law is advanced in the island.
We have an estimate of around 900 and 1,200 vehicles according to the information that we are solidifying because it is in the process of verification, taking into account that there are vehicles that are up to 7 years old. Some of them only have the chassis left and are so destroyed that it is difficult to recognize them. So this is what we, the Secretariat of Mobility, is doing at the moment.
The Secretary of Mobility invited Ombudsman and other authorities to accompany the current process, taking into account that the current law will apply to those vehicles that have more than a year and without being legalized by their owners. That's all the information for now. For Teleislas News, Gisela Livingston. Have a good day.
New trash cans were installed in the pedestrian area for the use of the community.
Good evening, Lisa and all the TV viewers. I say hello from here from the Sprat Bite sector because we want to tell you that the national government, in conjunction with FINDETER and also with the Secretariat of Tourism at local level, make the installation of some infrastructure tourism sites in our department. In this occasion, they make the installation of some canned trash. We are here in the whole sector of the Sprat Bite. This is what the Secretary of Tourism tells us.
The departmental administration headed by the governor is always very attentive to ensure and provide a quality service to visitors as well as residents. In the same sense, the contracting firm FINDETER has been advancing adequacies in public spaces. That is why they are installing some bins for the disposal of solid waste along the pedestrian pathway at Sprat Bite. This activity is being carried out with the accompaniment of the Tourism Secretariat, which, along with the group of control and surveillance, are also carrying out activities, among which it is noteworthy that the bathroom located near the area known as Mickey Mouse is already in operation again.
The invitation to the community is to take care of them canned trash and also to make a good use of them. This is all information we report from here from the Sprat Bite sector. Continue listening studio with more information.
Thank you, Alice. And a health brigade that will provide general and specialist medical care, psychological support, and education will be held this Saturday, September 4th at the Cocal sector.
Hello, Lisa. Good afternoon. Well, yes, this Saturday, with the aim of helping the community with all the problematics of the different sector of the island, the Secretariat of Government will be intervening this sector, the Cocal sector, this Saturday, where they're going to make a health day. So, well, for all the parents and all the community, to be attentive to this activity they're going to make this Saturday.
In Cocal, basically this Saturday, September 4th, there will be a health brigade for children between 0 and 18 years of age, accompanied by the different secretariats, the Health Secretariat, Development Secretariat, and our Government Secretariat. Considering that there are many problems on the island at the social and educational level, there is a need to intervene the sectors in an interdisciplinary way with psychology, social work, health, and look at how we can provide solutions.
Okay, well, finally, the invitation important for all the parents and be aware of this activity they're going to make in the Cocal sector, where the Secretariat of Government going to make here the accompaniment they're going to make with other entities. The Health Secretariat also, they're going to be completing the vaccination scheme of all the children, them, and also they're going to get specialists attend to all the children. So this is an invitation to the entire community to be in the Junta de Acción Comunal, the sede of the Junta de Acción Comunal of this neighborhood. This is all information, Lisa. Sylvette Mitchell Archibald for Teleislas News.
An employment fair is being held at the facilities of the Isleño Convention Center, where interested parties can approach and apply in the vacancy of their interest.
We're inviting you to be part of the job fair that we have at the Decameron Hotels, where we have different vacancies between operational and administrative. So we invite the community to come with your CV, where we will verify that you are registered, and then we will send you to the vacancies that we have at the Decameron Hotels.
The fair will be held today and tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Some of the vacancies available are hostess, bartender, activities coordinator, bellboy, receptionist, kitchen assistant, security, weather captain, lifeguard, assistant manager, among others.
And in other news, the national government, in alliance with the governor's office, is advancing a training project to strengthen the work of cultural managers on the island.
In order to strengthen cultural management in the department, the Ministry of Culture, in partnership with the Departmental Secretariat of Culture, held a diploma course in project formulation with the EAN University aimed at artistic managers.
We are pushing forward to somehow develop different workshops that our local artists them and all our cultural leaders then can present projects that can benefit even themselves and even the community, in the sense that many times our local artists them or our local leaders them in the cultural area have a lot of projects that they would want to present to the government, but they don't know how. So this covenant that we got with the Ministry of Culture, the University EAN, and the Secretary of Culture, we are working really hard to farm, to give or transmit different knowledge to our community so that can be able to present different type of projects that will benefit the community.
The Secretariat of Culture informed that this diploma course in project management and formulation is free of charge and take place in the facilities of the Sol Caribe Centro Hotel.
A large decrease in COVID-19 cases has been registered in the department in recent days, being the lowest figure recorded so far during the pandemic in the island.
The National Institute of Health, in its report of August 30, did not register COVID-19 cases in the archipelago, and the authorities indicated that there will have been no deaths due to the virus in the last few days in the islands. To date, the departmental government has not updated its COVID-19 report on the status of infections in the island. The last report by the local administration is dated August 11, which reveals 7 COVID cases in the archipelago, 6 in San Andres and 1 in Nueva Providence. It also indicates that during the course of the pandemic, 6,615 people have been recovered, and there are an ICU occupancy rate of 10%. The Departmental Social State Company indicated that it will be carrying out this week its Pras Test Day on Tuesday and Wednesday in the sector of Ronde-Rack and Los Almendros, Thursday in the sector of La Platanal, Friday in John Well, and Saturday in La Union. Data from the Ministry of Health as of August 29 indicated a total of 76,080 doses against COVID-19 have been applied in the archipelago.
And now we continue with all sport news of our department.
Hello, here are the best sports of the islands. San Andres was the host of the second version of the Ocean Man International Open Water Swimming Tournament, organized by Expertiva. The second International Open Water Swimming event took place in the Bay of Club Nautico, where more than 500 national and international competitors participated. This second edition of this event granted several quotas for the swimmers from the islands for the next World Championship to be held in Egypt. We spoke with Juan David Zúñiga, one of the island participants.
I have been training to perform at my best on this event and trying to earn a spot for the World Championship. If not, we'll be still training and try to put the name of our island on the top of the list. And we have performed as our highest performance, and we are trying to put the island on spot in every single country that has come to the island and notice it and bring tourism with it. And this sport and many sports that we can perform in the island can be a step towards a better health and also tourism in the island as well. And my regards to all the youth and all the kids that practice any sport in the island. It could be swimming, it could be cycling, it could be skating, and just do your best, trying as hard you can.
These international events are important for the archipelago, which in addition to increasing the economy, encourage sports in the department. First, theoretical practical musicalized course in sports, physical activity, and dance for the islanders in San Andres. The first theoretical and practical course of physical activity organized by the Secretariat of Sport and the National Ministry of Sport was held in the Sunrise Beach Hotel. The event was attended by sport professionals, coaches, and recreationists of San Andres and Old Providence. The idea of this first process was to train and educate leaders of the community in physical activity with a focus of musical and psychological gymnastics. Leila Garcia from the Ministry of Sport told us with more detail.
We are in the Insular Department of San Andres and Old Providence. We are making a process of training and formation to leaders and the community in general and to the population as a whole. For some time now, they have been carrying out actions related to the promotion of physical activity. For the national government, this department is very important as one of the priorities in order to continue bringing healthy life habits to the entire population. We are developing an academic event, a regional course on musicalized physical activity in order to provide theoretical and practical tools to all participants with the purpose of bringing this to the community, leaving an installed capacity of human resources so that they are the ones who begin to promote physical activity and practice in order to reduce sedentary behaviors and begin to improve the quality of life of the population.
According to the officials of the Ministry of Sport, these leaders will be the ones who will be able to work for the healthy habits of the population. This is all in sports for the moment. I am Victor Fusalba, Teleislas News.
Thank you, Victor. Now we continue with the weather forecast. The weather forecast for today, August 31st. In the coastal area of the archipelago, the sky is mainly cloudy. Temperature is 29 degrees Celsius with winds from the northeast direction, with intensities of 11 km per hour. Humidity forecast is of 74%, and probability of precipitation is of 22%.